Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're just going to do a reaction to a TikTok video that I found in a compilation video or reaction video. So I'm like reacting to another reaction from a channel called A Homestead Journey. And the video is called Americans Are Giving Up and Living in Storage Units Because of the Cost of Living. And look, this was posted 3 days ago, 265,000 views, right? So let's go ahead and watch. And I'm not going to show the entire compilation, but there was one that caught my eye about a girl who's like 21 years old, and you could just see that she's kind of broken because she's broken homeless. So let's see what's up here. And this one's pretty sad too. Me and my son sleeping in a storage unit, part four. Yikes. All right, let's go ahead and watch and see what's up.
We gonna slide out in the morning, do what we do. Ain't that right, boy? We gonna do what we do, ain't it? Huh?
So life update. I'm living in my car. My little S10. This is me. Stay home for the foreseeable future. And yeah, I don't know what to do. And I don't really have anyone. I toured 2 apartments yesterday.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear kind of like the sadness and pain in her voice when she said, I don't have anyone? I'll play it again. And then you could see she's about to burst out into tears. I mean, I'm not like a genius for pointing it out. I'm actually Captain Obvious, I think, but it's kind of sad that, if this were 20 years ago, I think there would be like 20 men giving her a place to stay, and not one of those like Craigslist creepy type men, you know what I mean? But, just like, "Hey, you have a place to stay over and, just come and chill." And I think people did that regardless whether you're a man or a woman, but I feel like nowadays people are like, "Screw you. It's all about me." You know what I mean? And so, like, just seeing this is actually really surprising and kinda sad. Uh
Yeah, I don't know what to do. And I don't really have anyone. I toured 2 apartments yesterday. I won't qualify for them because you have to make 2.5 times
the rent?
the over $1,200 rent a month. And I don't even make the rent a month.
I wonder what she does for a living. At least she can afford the car.
I've never been homeless before. But you know what? This is a really good story. Like, I can only go, I mean, I could go down, but like, I'm gonna go up from here. Cause then, like, I'm broke and homeless at 21.
She's yeah, she's breaking down. And no, here's the sad part, right? Like, where are your friends and family and the people who are supposed to take care of you? Did like everybody just literally decide, well, yes, after let's say, the year, maybe I'll give you a random year, like 2014. We just all decide that we're gonna abandon each other and friends and family, and nobody matters anymore, right? Like nobody matters.
But like, that makes for such a good story. When I'm like super successful and rich and like doing so well and have so many people. I'm gonna have such a bomb starter story.
I'm gonna tell you something, and you're probably not gonna like this. If you start out very, very low in life, let's say like her, and you become rich, one of the things that's really sad is you realize how all of the people who you depended on essentially abandoned you in your time of need, right? Like they essentially abandoned their responsibility to take care of you when you needed them. And you'll come to realize that most people are actually bad and evil people who will abandon you in a moment's notice. And then you begin to have feelings of what was the point of knowing you, because all of you were worthless people, because now that I'm rich, I can easily take care of other people that I know. But when you had money and when you had mm, things, you didn't lift a finger and do anything, right? So it doesn't feel good knowing that when you needed other people, they abandoned you. right? It doesn't feel good.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like, I was broke and homeless at 21. And look where I am now. Boom. And it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be like, wow. Go you. I just gotta make it through this part. But this part like builds resilience, character, all that shit. I'm gonna be so funny after this.
Dang. Well, at least she's got a good attitude. I mean, I'll be honest, probably when I was like a little bit older than her, I kind of made these style of videos and I was pretty delusional myself. And now now that I'm so delusional, I'm actually pretending to be rich on YouTube, or maybe I actually am. I don't know, but you know, kudos to her and at least a good attitude, but you could tell that this is breaking her because who wants to be 21 and live in a car and not be able to afford an apartment?
I'm gonna have such a good personality. Um, I'm gonna be equipped with so many skills. I'm gonna be so smart, crafty, nifty, and cool and funny. And it's gonna be so good. I just gotta make it through this part. Just checking in, I guess. I mean, I'm just life update. I don't.
I'm broke, I'm 18 years old, and I live in this small little vehicle. Today, we were finally able to get the front seat out. One of my
Yikes. uh, I kind of want to laugh, but it's like, dang. I hope things go well for her. I'm not gonna lie. Like, do I have a similar story? I don't think I have exactly a similar story. I mean, I'll admit I made some pretty bad choices, but like when I see it 21, this is why like I get worried about a lot of people. Okay, because we don't live in a society with an actual social safety net, right? Like there used to be a time when your community, your tribe would take care of you and um you could rely on your local community members for support, okay? That time doesn't exist anymore. I don't think anybody even knows their neighbors, okay? So what happens nowadays is that because the social fabric has been destroyed, that you're going to see a lot more of this more and more in modern society. And especially as an older person, and especially if you're rich and you see these videos, and I'm actually not kidding about this, you see this, you actually think that this is acting because um I've actually talked to rich people that I know, like, hey, have you seen what's up on TikTok? And I've literally shown them these types of videos, and then like they think because their brain doesn't want to process that people are they're looking at a person who's actually struggling. They actually, I don't know if it's like mental gymnastics thing the other person this person would be acting. Now I've never shown them this video, but I've shown them very similar videos, and that's really what's happening. And this is why when people, struggle and are, let's say, recording themselves crying, no one's doing anything, right? Whereas, a long time ago, let's say even far, as early as 20 years ago, if you showed a video about like someone crying and telling them I'm struggling, like there would literally be people doing everything they can to find you and see where you're at. And then it's like we have all the technology to find people and instantly reach out to them. Okay. And then like we just don't lift a finger to help them. Right? We literally do not lift a finger to help them. Is anyone else surprised that a 21-year-old girl, I mean, I feel like, hey, she looks like she has a good attitude. There must be someone willing to reach out and help out to her, and there's none. Or I don't know if she, sometimes, people off cam are completely different. So I don't know about that. But it just seems like looking at her, she looks like she has a good attitude. I mean, she looks like just a typical normal person, to be honest. And the fact that no one in her life, and again, maybe it's one of those things where she pissed off her parents and then they kicked her out, right? I don't know. Or maybe she made some bad choices. I don't know. Don't know, but she looks like a normal person. Actually, let me just kind of replay and see what's up.
I mean, I'm just life update. I don't.
I'm broke, I'm 18.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that's where we're at. And I'm probably gonna react to more videos about this because, I, like me, when I see these videos, I can't believe it's real. And the only reason I can't believe it's real is because I swear every time I leave my house, it seems like everybody else is richer and happier than me. And I'm a guy who paid off my mortgage in 2 years and 9 months, right? This what literally feels like. So I just figure whatever. And every time I try to like open my mouth, I don't know what it is. People get so annoyed. Like they get so triggered. I'm like, all right, I'll just stay home, play the remake of Resident Evil 2 if that's what I'm gonna get for opening my mouth. But
These
you know,
skills, I'm gonna you. I just gotta make
but it's sad that, when you hear her basically crying when she says she doesn't have anybody. Like when did that happen? You know? When did that happen? Anyways, all right. Well, that's it for today, folks. It's Crayland Mentorship. Um, I don't really like. I want to say something funny, but there's really nothing funny about this. I don't even feel sad. I was just like, dang. Like I'm too desensitized to this type of content, you know. And sometimes people want to be like, oh, I want to be like desensitized. You kind of want to keep your empathy, and you kind of want to not be desensitized to people suffering. But it's just that this is so common, that's really all there is, isn't it? Yeah. All right, well, this is Cranial Anti Mentorship. Yeah, leave a comment below about what you think, and I'll see you all in the next video.